I see a lot of filmmakers, especially independent filmmakers, that they still talk about windowing kind of like it was 2015, and they talk a lot about TVOD. I only want to open my movie on TVOD, and this particular filmmaker may not have an audience. Like, why do you think like filmmakers are holding on to that model?
Because in their mind, they're thinking, I could get $10 every time somebody watches this film. Why would I settle for 10 cents?
Mm.
That's why. It's because they just don't realize that if you have a billion people that watch your film for a few cents, it's better than 5 people buying your movie for $9.99 or $14.99 or whatever it is. And I think it's that disconnect of, they feel their film has a value, and when they're only getting a few cents for it, somehow that doesn't feel good, right? So I think that's why they hang on to it. I think it's a very just an emotional attachment to the value of their film. There are babies, and we want them valued. So I think that's why in the past, YouTube, people were like, oh no, don't put it on YouTube.
Hey,
And
Linda, I'm going to pause you just for a second. Somebody had a question about TVOD that's really relevant to what we were just talking about. I'm not going to take too many questions till the end, but I just saw this one and I'd like you to answer it.
okay.
This is from Anthony. He says, well, what's wrong with starting on TVOD and then moving to AVOD after the first few months?
Very happy to answer that. We always start on TVOD. Always. Every film that we do, we put on Amazon TVOD, because almost every filmmaker that signs with us says, oh, I have a lot of people that are going to buy my movie. We know a lot of people are going to buy it. So I'm always willing to start it on TVOD. And then, because we can watch on a daily basis how many people are buying it or renting it, we can very quickly assess the situation. And if you got good sales, which occasionally we do have, we'll leave it on TVOD as long as it's earning decent. And by earning decent, I mean, it better be making $1,000, $2,000 a month on TVOD. If it's not doing that, we're going to turn on Prime pretty quickly.
Right.
And start doing AVOD.
Yeah, and Michael, I don't want you to think like when I speak in generalities, like AVOD is where it's at. Like, we are speaking in generalities.
Oh yeah.
There are specific projects that are definitely going to take off on TVOD, and there are some that won't. And somebody like IndieRights, like she's just saying, they always kind of started out there, and then they can tell pretty damn fast whether it's performing or not, and they can pull it if it's not and move it into the SVOD or the AVOD system, shortening the window.